Carl Lewis is one of the greatest athletes of our time. People even today look up to his performances. In 1991, Carl announced to the world that he intends running the 100-meter race in 9.86 seconds. The world gasped. The world record at that time was 9.9 seconds. And Carl was going to clip 0.04 seconds off the world record. Wow. A few critics said, Carl, if you want to run the 100 meters in 9.86 seconds, go ahead and run it. Why would you want to announce that to the world in advance and put pressure on yourself? We got an answer to this question in an interview he gave the previous day. The girl who was interviewing him on TV asked him, Carl, so tomorrow we're going to see you win the gold medal at the 100 meters. Carl answers very calmly, I'm going to run the 100 meters in 9.86 seconds. The girl counters, Carl, that is not the question. Are you going to be winning the gold medal tomorrow at the 100 meters? Carl says, I heard your question. I'm going to be running the 100 meters in 9.86 seconds. The next day, Carl ran the race in precisely 9.86 seconds. And the gold medal? Who cares? Incidental. You see what Carl is saying here? His own achievement of his own performance goals that he set for himself, to him, is a bigger gold medal than an endorsement by someone other than himself. A lot of us find it very difficult to relate to this logic. Let me give you two scenarios. Let's say Carl ran the race in 9.86 seconds, but failed to win any medal. That would have made him a very happy man. Scenario number two. Let's say Carl ran the race, but in 9.87 seconds and managed to win the gold medal. Would that have made Carl happy? Very unlikely. You see the moral of the story here? Great people set their own bar, their own benchmark for performance and exceed it every single time to achieve excellence. Here's another story. This is about Helen Hayes, one of the greatest actresses ever to be working on Broadway in New York. Now, Helen had such stupendous success in Broadway that Hollywood gave her a few opportunities to work in movies as well. However, over a career that spanned many decades, Helen managed to win only 2 Oscars working in Hollywood. Her friends asked her, Helen, you're such a great actress. America loves you. Broadway adores you. How is it that you have not been able to taste success with Hollywood and you got only 2 Oscars out there? Helen replies, you know what, I need to tell you this. Every time I gave a great shot in front of the camera, I used to go up to my makeup room, look at my own eyes in the mirror and tell myself, wow, Helen, that was a fantastic shot. How did you do that? Now, I have had 3,000 such moments of achievement as against a few shots at success. You see what both Carl Lewis and Helen Hayes are telling us? Success is what the world thinks of you and achievement is what you think of yourself. Between the two, achievement is far, far more satisfying. It's truly said that the saddest feeling on earth is to be a success without having achieved anything. For those who crave for success, for those whom the world's opinion about themselves matters a lot, here's a warning. As soon as the world discovers that what they think of you is very important to you, they retain the right to manipulate you. As soon as the world discovers that by praising you, by giving you a few rewards, they can make you operate in a way they want you to operate, you're already a slave. We have a term called locus of control. Now, a locus of control can either be outside you or inside you. For managers and executives whose locus of control is outside them, you will find that they are waiting for the world to tell them how good they are and what they should be doing next. However, if the locus of control is within you, there is only one voice you listen to, and that's your own. David Starr Jordan, an eminent biologist, says the world stands aside to let anyone pass who knows where he is going. If a man is found unclear about where he is headed or what he should do next, the world says, "Oh, he doesn't seem to know, let's tell him." When they perceive a space or a vacuum in the mind of a person who's unclear about what to do next, the world decides to fill it. The minute that happens, the world has decided what you should be doing. Wayne Dyer, a very famous author, asks a very relevant question. Are you a body with a soul or a soul with a body? He says, make up your mind today. If you are a body with a soul, this is the only avatar you're going to take. If you are a soul with a body, this is one of many forms you're going to have. Therefore, what you are now doing is just a step in the path of someone else that you're going to ultimately become. Think about it. It's a very relevant question. Are you a body with a soul or a soul with a body? How do you know where you are on the success to achievement continuum? How do you know if your time and efforts are on achievement rather than on success? Here are 3 ways to do this. 1. Have a meeting with yourself. A couple of years ago, there was this movie, Karthik Calling Karthik. Unfortunately, it was about a psychological problem. But we use the concept positively when we talk to managers and executives. We ask them, when is the last time you called on yourself? How do you know if you achieved the goal you set for yourself? Have you set the bar high enough? Have you set the bar higher than the last time? Have you set the bar in the direction that you want to become? The second thing you could do is check your energy levels. Whenever you do things that are dictated by you, rather than indulge in activities that are dictated by the world around you, you will find that the energy levels are very high. 3. Watch yourself when you talk to people, family, friends, colleagues. Do you say, I know, I feel, I think, rather than, this is what so and so said about me the other day. This is what the boss thinks of me. The next time you catch yourself describing yourself in the words of someone else, stop right there and say, wow, why did I remember that line? What do I think of myself? All these are things that will tell you whether you are closer to the success side of the scale or the achievement side of the scale. Remember, the more you are closer to the success side of the scale, you're letting the world run your life. The world can be cruel. By listening to the world and then to run your life accordingly, you may not always reach the place that you want to reach. When the only voice you listen to is your own, and the only achievement you seek is doing better than the bar you set for yourself, the world's opinion is only second to your own opinion about yourself. Sun Tzu, the Chinese scholar, in his book The Art of War, probably said this to describe Carl Lewis and Helen Hayes. He says, therefore, it is said that victorious warriors win first in their minds and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war and seek to win. What your achievements could be, as also the parameters on whether you are an achievement-oriented person. You want to watch our video on personal mastery.